Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Kate and Natasha, AEDP therapy in the age of Corona. I'm Natasha Pren.
And I'm Kate Halliday. And when we were chatting before we began this morning, I was remembering with Natasha, both of us grew up in England, as you might be able to tell, that there was a program on the BBC, a radio program for children that would begin like this. It would say, "Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin." And that routine, that in my body, I still feel how that would settle me, and I could snuggle up in a chair and listen. So we thought maybe we'd start like that.
Yes, we thought we'd try to get a routine. So we'll start like that every time. Thanks, Kate. So today we thought that we would talk about how AEDP is already the perfect therapy for online therapy, because all the things that you already know how to do as AEDP therapists. And if you're new to AEDP, welcome. And these are just the best skills ever. So Kate's title was going to be Back to Basics. And so today is our how to do great AEDP therapy online, the therapy you're already doing, back to basics. And we're going to do 5 things only in 10 minutes. Stay with us. So the first thing we're going to do, and I want to thank Danny Young, who's based in Toronto and works in China, for his PowerPoint slide that sums up everything I hold dear to my heart. In AEDP, we make the implicit, this is number 1, the implicit explicit. That means that if Kate and I are nodding, I can say, oh, look, this implicit thing that's going on between us, I'm going to name it out loud. Oh, look, we're nodding. Do that in your online sessions. If you're on the phone, you can hear somebody breathe out and you go, right. Make that, I hear a big exhale or big sigh, right? So implicit, explicit, naming what's humming along between us. That uses our moment-to-moment tracking skills. Something shifted, right? What's that like inside? Oh, I jumped to number 2. So number 1, we make the implicit explicit. Number 2, we use our moment-to-moment tracking skills. Something shifted, a sigh. Number 3, once we've made the implicit explicit, we make the explicit thing, a nod, a sigh, experiential. What's it like inside? That sigh, that shift, that turning away, whatever it is. What's it like inside? Making it experiential. Number 3. We
got our numbers backwards.
We make the experiential, what's it like inside, relational. What's it like doing this with me, Kate? What's it like that we're having this moment of gaze or humor sometimes, or sadness or scaredness? I feel that too. And then, so that's number 4. Then it's number 3. We try to make the whole thing transformational, which means we're looking for these moments where we can lean in and help facilitate change together. And it changes both of us. I watched Good Will Hunting last night with my daughter, who said she'd never seen it. And in it, the patient and therapist are both transformed. And that's what's happening for all of us. So AEDP is just the best at this time, because as we feel together, we change together. And then, so we've done all of that. We're going to always meta process. So that's number 5.
6.
And a great word for that is, what's it like that we've done this together, that we've had this shift together or this moment together. And I love the line, let's be thorough with this. Would that be okay? What's it like now? Using what Ben Lipton calls exploring and expanding. What's it like and what's it like now? So those are what we're going to do. And we thought we would do a role play. So we're gonna just chat, and then we're gonna demonstrate the skills.
Yeah. So this will be, we're going to have some fun. Yeah. And as we go along, I'll be stopping, and Natasha and I will identify what it is I'm using, which of the ADP skills Natasha just outlined, we're using to have this kind of transformational conversation. So I'm finding myself looking across the screen to where Natasha is on my screen. I may be looking in the opposite direction for you, but don't worry, we see each other.
Yeah.
We see each other.
Yeah.
So Natasha,
yeah,
this has been a pretty unusual week for me in so many ways.
yeah.
And doing this together has been surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see your smile and I see you nodding and your eyebrows go up. What's happening for you as we notice that?
I think that word of surprise, makes me sort of, I think I said it before, it feels like I'm sort of in this new place of feeling helpful, feeling more connected, and feeling surprised by it. Like it's sort of new information coming in that I wasn't expecting, which is,
Yeah, I love it. You just push your glasses up almost as if you're seeing things with new eyes, and you keep doing this gesture.
Yes.
Would it be okay if we took that whole feeling of surprise and notice together what it's like inside, to let it reverberate a bit? Just, feel into it.
I'm aware as we're talking, that I'm having two experiences. One is this, that this is feeling so good. And that I think like everybody else, sometimes when I do settle into what's the experience like, you're tracking me accurately, but I'm also feeling, some sadness and some scaredness, as we're talking.
Thank you. Yeah, and there's a very poignant slowing down gesture that you made with your hand.
Yeah.
And should we just make some room for that? Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and me too. Me too. As we join that moment together, it feels really, these are not easy times. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. This is helping me to tell you and feel you and see you. I feel like you're sort of nodding with me that we're having both experiences, that this video series has just been amazing, and that like everybody else, we're experiencing.
Right. So you began the process, in fact, of doing the next step, which is making the experiential that we're feeling together relational, saying, you notice, you, Natasha, notice that I, Kate, am here, and that you're not doing it alone, and that it has a different flavor, or as we said yesterday, texture, doing it together and feeling.
And I love that we're both, making these gestures together, which is something people ask, we move around a lot, if it's okay just to say, I'm a fidget, but use your gestures, use your physical self, if somebody's wiggling, you can say, oh, look, we're wiggling together.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm actually standing up right now, which actually is, all day long, I alternate a sitting and a standing session. And so it gives my body a bit more movability, which feels really nice. Thank you, Natasha. You mirrored it.
Yeah, I mirrored it, right? So you can do that online too, You can mirror.
Yeah, and actually that experience, what was it like for you to see my body move and then move your body in response? What happened inside?
It feels really relaxing. I actually feel like, I don't think I've ever felt this, like my rib cage just went down.
Ooh, so let's savor that for a moment and really notice a different. You said you never think you've noticed it before. Something new. How about that?
Yeah, right. Maybe, yeah, so that feels good. Wow.
I'm so glad. And doing it together, something new happened. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Thank you.
Yes. Notice, right? We're both. And so you can say, so what's it like? Right. Thank you.
Yeah, that's my job.
Yeah, I know. We're sort of trading off.
I know we are. That's so funny.
Yeah.
So we've done this piece of work together in an informal and loving way. What's it been like for us? What's it been like for you, Natasha, to have me ask these questions and hang in there with you?
really important, really serious, really, really, I don't know, feel sacred. Thank
Wow.
you. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see how that landed for me? I feel
Yeah.
tearful because that word,
Yeah.
we don't use it lightly.
I don't think I've ever used that word again. So yeah, me too, tearful. Thanks, Kate.
Right. So just let's allow a moment for this. This is rare. Wow.
Wow. If you're ever at a loss in AEDP, the quintessential AEDP intervention, wow. Big.
It's a compendium word. It's a really splendid word.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you, Natasha.
Yes.
Thank you so much for doing this. Is that our 10-minute bell?
Our 10-minute bell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should we take 1 minute more to or to wrap up?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. You know, we wanted to talk about this time, you know, and our leader and inspirer, Diana Fosho, wrote something about this time, which is so well suited to ADP therapy, where we're in it together, so we can show up and self-disclose that we feel scared and tearful, but that we're also in our role as therapists, someone that our patients, clients can rely on in the moment. And that feels very important, that we can do both. And she's really redefining what it means to be an attachment figure. It's not about being solid as a rock all the time. It's about showing up in your therapy sessions as somebody your clients can rely on and somebody that you're in it together with. So that feels really good. And it really leads to something that she writes about being a true other. Isn't that you always have your act together. It's responsiveness to need in a moment. So when somebody reaches out for you, you're there. That's a true other. And it's not a characteristic of the person. It's a moment in this moment, right? So I just love that. And I want to say it makes me think of the Japanese word sensei, which is just somebody who's a little further along the path than you are. And I want to add, like, not all the time. But so I feel like that's such a nice, I had a client who said to me, "You're my sensei." And I'm like, "What does that mean?" He said, "You're just a little further along, so I can rely on you and we can be in it together."
Thanks, Natasha. Thank you so much. And as you were speaking, I was reflecting on people who've been writing to me, supervisees writing and saying, this feels like a big task. And what we're going to be also talking about is self-care, but self-care in ADP terms is different. So to be a true other and be, when you said the words, I felt my spine straighten, because there's a, but to be that, we have to have a whole team of people who hold us and support us and that we feel into. So that will be part of what we're also exploring together.
Yes, perfect.
Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you, Kate. So everyone, what was it like to do this all together with us? Take a moment. We're holding you in our hearts and minds. Yeah. And continue to take care of yourselves in all ways and add a few extra at this critical time.
Right. And thank you from our hearts to your hearts.
Yes. So, bye for now.
Bye for now.